If you want to be a profitable trader, volume analysis should be part of your trading strategy, but there is a problem. There are hundreds of volume indicators on TradingView, and you may ask which volume indicator is the best. In this video, I want to introduce a volume indicator that, in my opinion, is one of the best volume indicators on TradingView. I'm going to teach you how you can effectively use this volume indicator in your trading strategy, so make sure you watch this video until the end, and let's get started. Before we start, if you like my contents, please support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Alright, to add this amazing volume indicator to our chart, here we click on indicators and we search relative strength of volume indicators. This one, which is an editor's picks indicator and written by DGTRD. Alright, this is the indicator, and as you can see, it's added here below the chart. You can see that the indicator has different components, but don't worry, I will explain everything and I will teach you how you can effectively use this volume indicator in your trading strategy. But before we start, I'm proud to announce that recently I published a book, The Art of Price Action Trading, which is a complete guide to price action analysis. The link is in the description and you can get it later if you want to master price action trading. Alright, as you can see, the indicator has two parts. Here at the bottom, you can see that we have vertical bars similar to an ordinary volume indicator, but here we have more information and the indicator offers more features that I explain them now. These vertical bars are just like an ordinary volume bar. So the height of these vertical bars show the amount of volume in each time period. But here we have a feature that can help us with flat market. You can see that sometimes the color of the bars is gray, and when we have this situation, it shows that the market is moving flat. For example, here in this period of time, you can see that the color is gray, and when we check the price action, we can clearly see that the price is moving flat. Or look at this part, the bars are gray, and when we check the price action, we can clearly see that the price was moving flat. Or another example here, you can see that the bars are gray, telling us that the price is moving flat. Please pay attention that this is not a momentum indicator or volatility indicator, and this information that is giving us about flat market is related to volume. For a defined look back period of average, if the volume is lower than the average, it is considered low and it is shown by gray color. And this situation of low volume periods in the market are usually a signal that the price is moving flat or in the pullback. And if you check a momentum indicator or volatility indicator, also show low volatility or low momentum in these periods, because in low momentum and low volatility periods, usually the volume is also decreased considerably. And another point is that these information are related to very short-term flat market, and with a little advancing or decline of the price, the bars turn to red or green, and being red or green depends on how the candle is closed in each time period. By default, the color of the bars are changed in this indicator, which I suggest turning it off so you will have a better view of the price action. You just need to go to the settings of the indicator, and here for volume weighted colored bars, you just remove it, so you will have the normal red and green colors for the candles based on their close. Alright, we have also an orange line here, which is volume oscillator by default. If we go to the settings of the indicator, here for histogram companion, we have three options: moving average, volume oscillator, none. When it is set at volume oscillator, similar to other oscillators, the line is oscillating above and below the center line, and it can help us to evaluate the strength of the upside or downside volume. And if we set it on moving average, this orange line becomes a moving average of the volume, and by the help of this line, you can evaluate how far the volume is above its average. This can help you with confirmation of your buy-sell signals to be sure that the volume is also supporting your trading decision. For example, if you have a breakout signal and the volume is considerably higher than the average, this is a confirmation that the movement of the price is real and there is supporting traded volume for the breakout. And here we have an excellent feature for the volume histogram. By default, it is set at relative volume for color. So the low volume periods are shown by gray color when this option is selected. If we set it on the first option, relative volume, the bars will not become gray when they are below the average. And another option here is choosing buying and selling volume number 1. And when we choose this, for each time period, the buying and selling volume are shown separately, and this will help you to effectively analyze volume in each time period. For example, you have a buy signal here, the volume is considerably above the average, and the buying volume is also considerably higher than the selling volume. So here we have confirmation that buyers have the upper hand and the price is probably going to advance more. We have also another option here, buying and selling volume number 2, which shows buying and selling volume separately above and below the center line. So here, based on your preferences and your need and your trading strategy, you can choose the one that you like to use in your trading strategy. Alright, now let me teach you the upper part of the indicator. Alright, this purple line here is RSI, Relative Strength Index, the original RSI that you know, oscillating above and below the center line, which is 50, and this is overbought and this is oversold. We just need to go to the settings of the indicator, and here in the Style tab, and here for overbought lower threshold, we just need to set it at 70, just like the original RSI, and similarly here for oversold higher threshold, we set it at 30. Alright, now it's exactly like the original RSI. And then we have this blue line here, which by default is based on OBV, on balance volume. But this OBV is in the context of RSI. In other words, it is RSI of a volume indicator. If we go to the settings of the indicator, here in the inputs tab, here you can see that we have 5 different options which are used for the calculation of the relative strength of the volume indicator, this blue line here. You can choose accumulation distribution, Elder's force index, money flow index, unbalanced volume, or price volume trend. So based on your need and your trading strategy, you can choose the type of volume indicator that you need, and it will be used in the calculation of this blue line. So here we have RSI, which is a momentum indicator, and you can use it just like the way that you use RSI, for example, for trend identification, for overbought and oversold identification, and divergences. And we have this blue line, which is a volume indicator by default on balance volume, but in the context of RSI. So similar to analyzing RSI, we can analyze this volume indicator for evaluating the strength of the upside or downside volume pressure, extreme levels of volume, and also divergences. So here, this indicator is giving us lots of valuable information about volume and momentum. Here in the lower part, it gives you information about total volume in each time period, low volume periods, which are usually associated with flat market, average volume, and also you have other features for having volume oscillator and having buying and selling volume separately in each time period for better and more effectively analyzing the volume. And then here in the upper part, it is giving us information about momentum and volume in the context of momentum. We have RSI, just the original RSI for analyzing trends, overbought, oversold, and divergences. And we have this blue line here, which you can choose your preferred volume indicator for the calculation, and it gives you that volume indicator in the context of RSI, so you can analyze the strength of the upside or downside volume pressure, extreme levels of volume, and also divergences just like RSI, but here for volume. This indicator is a perfect choice to be used in any type of trading strategy because by providing different information and features, it helps you to effectively analyze volume based on your need and trading strategy. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video and good luck with your trading.